good afternoon. It's story time. Gigi's got a new book for y'all today, and it is called Giraffes Can't Dance. Look at that. Kind of looks like he's dancing, huh? But let's see what this story is going to be about. Giraffes Can't Dance. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. So his name is Gerald. So we're going to find out about Gerald, the long, skinny, tall giraffe. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Poor Gerald. See, when he tried to run, he would fall down. He looked like he was kind of clumsy, but he was good at eating off the trees. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. See the jungle dance? All the different animals. But Gerald was a little bit sad because he couldn't dance very well. He was a little bit clumsy. The warthogs started waltzing, and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. See all the animals starting to dance? The lions, the warthogs, the rhinos. The chimps all did a cha-cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. See the monkeys dancing? They were good. They did a cha-cha-cha. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor, but the lions saw him coming and they soon began to roar. "Hey, look at clumsy Gerald," the animals all sneered. "Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird." That wasn't very nice for them to say that to Gerald. That probably hurt his feelings. They were making fun of him. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. "They're right," he thought. "I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot." So he crept from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. Poor Gerald. They made fun of him and it made him so sad. He just didn't want to be there anymore. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. "The moon can be so beautiful," he whispered with a sigh. "Excuse me," coughed a cricket, who'd seen Gerald earlier on. "But sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song." See Gerald looking up at the moon? And he found a cricket as his friend right there. "Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to." So he closed his eyes and he started listening to all the noises outside. The branches blowing in the breeze and the leaves. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying and his tail was swishing around. Gerald was starting to dance. See the cricket playing his violin? When he heard different music, his body just started to move and dance all on its own. He threw his legs out sideways and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and he leapt up in the air. Look at Gerald dancing. He didn't even know he could do all that. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was wide open. I am dancing. Yes, I'm dancing. I am dancing, Gerald cried. He was so excited. He didn't think he could ever do that. Then one by one, each animal who had been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him, quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen." Look at that. Gerald was just dancing all around. And all the animals were watching him and they loved to watch him dance. They said he was the best one. How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Look at that. I bet Gerald was so happy to know that he did so good and that all the animals liked it. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. We all can dance, he said, when we find music that we love. And that's the end. Gerald found out he could dance after all. Just like we like to dance when we play music in your playroom. It's fun to dance and fun when you like to listen to music. So everybody can dance. They might dance different and some people might be better, but it's just fun to move and feel the music. Okay, we have another Bible story today. This is about baby Moses. See the little baby? Kind of looks like Parker. Long ago in the land of Egypt, a baby boy was born. It does look like Parker. His mother had to save him from the wicked Pharaoh. So she was scared of the Pharaoh. So she went down to the Nile River and made a basket out of bulrushes. See the basket that she made? She put the baby in the basket. She put the basket in the river. So she was scared to keep him that the Pharaoh might come and take him away. Pharaoh would not find him there. But was the baby safe? Do you think he was going to be safe floating down the river? Not yet, said the snakes that wiggled in the sand. See the snakes? There he is, floating down the river. Not yet, said the birds that waited near the bank. All the animals watching him float by. Not yet, said the hippos that sank down in the water. Not yet, said the crocodiles that floated on top. There's all these different animals in the river. The basket floated down the Nile and right past the Pharaoh's garden. Oh no. Do you think the Pharaoh's going to find him? Pharaoh's daughter saw the basket. What was inside? She had them go look in the basket to see what was in there. Oh, a baby. She wanted to take care of him. So they got the baby out of the basket. But what was her father going to think? Pharaoh found out. He said the baby must die. I call him Moses, said the princess. So this is the Pharaoh, and the princess is holding the baby. She wanted to name him Moses. Pharaoh let her keep the baby because he loved his daughter. Then was the baby safe? Let's see, the Pharaoh was going to let her keep him. Yes, baby Moses was as safe as a prince in Pharaoh's house. There he is. He's got a new cradle. And when Moses grew up, he saved his people from the wicked Pharaoh. That's the end of the story. So baby Moses' mom put him in the river to keep him safe. And even though he ended up at the Pharaoh's house, luckily it was the princess that found him. And so the Pharaoh let her keep the baby because he loved the princess. And Moses had a very good house. But when he grew up, he wanted to be better and save people from the wicked Pharaoh. So that's the story of baby Moses as he floated down the river in a basket. Okay, that's all the stories for today. And guess what? Gigi's going to be coming to your house with Jenny. We're going to come see you in just a little while. And I'll actually be with you in your living room, in your playroom, at your house. But you can keep watching Gigi right here with story time. And we'll be getting some new books to read, okay? I'll see you soon. And Gigi loves you big, big. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye, Olivia. Bye, Maddie Mae. Gigi loves you.